Hi there. If you're building an offline mobile experience in Appian, there's one decision you'll want to get right early on. Should your offline form be a site action or a task? At first, it might seem like a small detail. Both options show a form to the user, but behind the scenes, they work very differently. If you pick the wrong one for your offline use case, you could end up doing rework later. In this video, you'll learn what site actions and tasks really are, how they handle data and context, and which one to choose for your offline-enabled form. This video is brought to you by Academy Online. For more resources on offline mobile like this one, check out the description below. Let's start with a quick refresher. If you watched any of our introductory videos, you know that Appian offline forms let users complete work even when they're not connected to the internet. Users just need an initial connection to the server to sync offline forms. After that, they can interact with them fully offline. When a user fills out a form offline, the data is cached to the device and submitted once they're back online. You'll see offline forms used for things like inspections, field service, or any other work done out in the real world. Offline forms require a process-based application design, and your first step is to decide whether your offline form should be a site action or a task. Let's walk through both options and highlight what really sets them apart. A site action is a process start form that users access directly from a site page. It's not assigned ahead of time. There's no process waiting. The user just taps the site page and gets a fresh form. That makes site actions perfect for repeatable, low-context work. Meaning, the form doesn't depend on who's using it or any preloaded context. Let's bring in Raul, one of our developers. He recently worked with a real estate client and built a move-in, move-out inspection form. Inspectors use it to record property conditions. The form is available at all times and gets reused multiple times a day. Perfect fit for a site action. The user experience is simple. The inspector opens the form, fills it out, submits, and then can start a new form when it's needed. But here's what you need to know as a developer. There's minimal data context. It's up to the inspector to fill in all the details. You can't preload data based on task assignments or prior case history. There's no memory between form submissions. Each submission is a clean slate. That said, Appian does provide auto-recovery for offline site actions. So, if a user starts filling out a form and something happens, their progress won't be lost. They can pick up right where they left off. That's why site actions are great for structured, general-purpose forms, like field data collection, event signups, or standardized checklists. If your form needs to be tailored to a specific task or case, it's time to look at tasks. A task in Appian is an offline-enabled interface configured as a user input task in a process model. It's assigned to a user and preloaded with context, so it knows exactly which case or record it's tied to and what data it should display. Take the form that Raul built for service requests. When a resident or building inspector reports a maintenance issue, the system creates a task and assigns it to the right technician. The technician sees the task in their list, complete with the address and issue details. Because the task was assigned before the user went offline, it's already cached to the device with all relevant request details. That makes tasks ideal for planned, high-context work. Here's what you need to know as a developer. Each task is unique. It's generated by a process and carries its own data and context. Offline tasks must be assigned in advance. A user can't complete a task offline unless it's already synced to their device. Auto-recovery is built in, just like with site actions. If the technician closes the app mid-submission, their progress is saved and ready when they return. To deliver a better mobile experience, it's best to create a custom task list. Use an offline-enabled interface that leverages process task links to display a user's assigned tasks on a site page. Use the ABANG submitted offline task IDs function to remove completed tasks and prevent users from reopening tasks they've already submitted. And remember, your users are on mobile. They're using touch, not a mouse, and working on smaller screens. While you can display tasks in a grid, a better option is to display them as cards to provide a larger tap area. Let's recap. Use site actions for unplanned, repeatable work with low context, like event data collection or checklists. Use tasks for planned, assigned work tied to a specific case or record, like inspections or repair requests. These tasks are synced to the device ahead of time and support high-context data. Pick the right form type from the start for your offline user experience to save time and prevent rework. Both form types support auto recovery, so your app users won't lose progress if they accidentally close the app. Check out the description below for more resources. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.